The older you get, the more perspective you have of what lies outside of a career.
So obviously you've been in a lot of TV shows, you've been in other movies, but this is your first big leading meaty role. How did it feel to sort of be helming a project, and how did you decide on this one?
I fell in love with Pia and the story, and I've always wanted to do a rom-com, so it all kind of came together in that way.
Yeah, Pia is such a fun character. In what ways do you feel like you're similar to her, and what ways are you different?
I think she's slightly more chaotic than I am. I think I do have some of the chaos, but maybe not as extreme as she may experience. I think like most young women, she's still on that journey of finding her identity and herself. So that's something that really resonated with me. And I think her relationship with her family.
Yeah, well, she has to balance so many different things between her family and then her love life and her career. Is that something that you have had to deal with Bridgerton and everything?
Since I was a little girl, I was always really ambitious and very career focused. Regardless about the aftermath of Bridgerton, I think just the older you get, the more perspective you have of what lies outside of a career, if that's something you've chosen to pursue in your life. And for me, yeah, I do try to spend more time with my friends, family, and enrich my life outside of my career.
So Pia goes on all of these blind dates. Have you ever been set up on a blind date?
Never.
No.
Never. I don't think I could do it.
This is a rom-com. Hero plays your opposite, your better half. What was the chemistry like between the two of you? How did you guys meet, and what were those initial meetings like?
I think we met at the doctor's. Because before you do a film, you have to for insurance, get a health check, basically. And I met him in the waiting room at the doctor's.
Wait, so for every movie you have to do this?
I think if you're leading in something,
okay.
Yeah.
And so you guys just bumped into each other?
Yeah, and I had to run, and I was like, hey. And then he was like, hey. And then that was it.
Wow.
No, Hero is an incredible actor, and he's just such a lovely, wonderful person to work with.
And then I really love your relationship with Jay, or Pia's relationship with Jay in the film. What was it like filming that? It looked like you guys had a ton of fun on set. Do you have any fun set stories of working with him?
Yeah, Luke is a dear friend of mine in real life. He's amazing. I've actually known him since I was 14, but we had a bit of a gap because I knew him when I was a theatre kid, and I used to musicals in the summer, and he was the dance captain. We never spoke for years, and then when I was told that he was reading for this role, I was like, no way, I know that guy. But we had so much fun. We have many fake music videos of us that we did just singing all the songs in the Renaissance album.
Were you part of him getting cast in the film then, or was that completely just happenstance?
Yeah, I mean, we had a chemistry reading, which he just really went for it and was just amazing. And then as soon as he left, I was just I would love to have him play the part of Jay.
Not a chemistry doctor's waiting room meet?
No, it wasn't. No, not like that.
Whenever I was telling people that I was doing this interview, everybody was like, you have to ask her about Sex Education. I feel like that show is so popular. It has such a cult following. Why do you feel like it's so resonant to people even still?
I think it's because it just crosses such an important subject, and that is how do we relate to one another and communicate with one another in really taboo kind of intimate subjects. It's a very emotional show, and I think young people, older people, anyone can watch it and feel like there's something that they can relate to it. And I think, it was a while since we saw that kind of John Hughes world be brought to life.
Obviously, that cast has gone on to so many great things. Do you guys still keep in touch? Is there a group chat? How involved in each other's lives are you?
Yeah, I keep in touch with a lot of them, and it's crazy. Everyone's just living their best lives and doing really well. And I wouldn't have expected anything less.
Do you think that if there was sort of a reboot or something at some point, or a reunion or a movie, would you want to come back for that?
Is that?
Well, I'm putting it out
there. You're the
first
person that's ever asked that. Sure, why not? Why not?
Then we obviously have to talk about Bridgerton. There's more people jealous of you in the world than anybody else because you get to spend so much time with Jonathan Bailey. What is it like hanging out on set with him?
The whole cast, that whole show, it's like going back home to a family, Me and Johnny, we've tried to make it work with our schedule as much as possible, and the show's been so supportive as well. So when we do come back, it's kind of crazy. I was filming in the Bridgerton house just last week, actually, and like, it's never changed. It's not changed at all.
Can you tease anything about the new season?
No.
Has he told you anything about the second Wicked movie? Do you have any inside scoops on that?
No, he's a pro. He's a pro. And we'll keep things secret when he has to.
If you were on a first date and these things happened, would it be a red flag?
Okay. Okay.
Perfect. Person shows up wearing a suit.
Aw, I don't want to be judgmental. Oh, can I put both? You can wear whatever you want, you know?
The person insists on paying.
That's so lovely. Green flag.
They have no social media whatsoever.
I think that's a green flag. I actually like that. I like people that aren't on social media.
They write poetry.
Green flag.
You were so excited about this. They're a picky eater.
How picky? Give me an example.
I don't know, they're like asking for a lot of changes to whatever the dish they're ordering is.
Kind of a red flag. Like, I love food. I'm like, just eat it.
They work in finance.
Oh, again, I don't want to be judgmental. I mean, I'm just gonna put both.
They have a mullet.
Again, like, it's fine. Like, that's amazing. You rock that mullet. Maybe not my cup of tea, but yeah.
They take photos of their food before eating.
On a date? No.
They're very into astrology.
How extreme? Like,
Are you into astrology?
I'm like, no, not really.
Okay.
No.
They have a lot of tattoos.
If they're good tattoos, then yeah. If it's like something not cool, then no.
They're American.
Yeah, sure.
And what if they had played Voldemort in a Harry Potter movie?
Oh, yeah. That took me a second. Yeah.